All right. Hi, guys. I'm a little distraught because I really hope this series does not go viral, because if it does, a lot of people are going to be hurt. But I'm at the point where now, like, I need to tell my truth. If you can't tell, I just got out the shower. Oh my God, I hope this does not, I hope this doesn't go viral. But I really need to tell my story. So, what do you do? By the way, before let's get into the face. I just got out the shower. Nothing's on my face, and I wanted to show you exactly what my face looks like coming out of the shower, dry. Nothing's on there, right? So, here's my story. So I'm gonna do my nighttime skincare with y'all while I do this series. I don't even know if this series is gonna be like 5 or 6 episodes. I don't know, but it's gonna be. I'm just telling my story. Please don't go viral. This is to help somebody that's experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing, just to let that person know that they're not alone, okay? So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dana. And I help women realize that they actually do want to live. And I do this by helping them to restore their mind and helping them restore their body, right? So typically, a lot of the times, women, we don't know that our body needs to be restored, but it does, right? And I'm not just talking about going to the gym and all that stuff. I'm talking about renewing your mind. You actually start to love yourself, and it doesn't bleed onto other people, right? So let's get into the tea. So, Lord, please don't go viral. So I want to talk about how awkward it is to now be seen as the it girl when you were seen before as the cornball. And then not only are you being seen now as the it girl, but you don't want to fucking be the it girl. You just want to be a regular girl minding her business, going and doing her day to day and elevating herself on a regular basis, right? Because this is what you aspire to be. You don't want to be the fucking it girl, okay? So this is me. This is my story. I never wanted to be the it girl. I never wanted to be the girl that was, oh, she's so pretty. She got a long weave going down her back. Her hair always look nice. Her lashes are always done. She always smell good. I never wanted to be that girl. But I noticed that as I started to elevate myself, people started noticing, and all of a sudden I would become the it girl. And you know, when you become the it girl, or the girl that people gravitate towards, on the other side of that comes drama. Okay, so we're gonna start from where I believe I began to start being the it girl. And trust me, it was not intentional, okay? So growing up, my mom, she was very strict. She was like, listen, 13 years old, I lived in New York City. My mom was like, listen, you're going to go and start buying your own clothes. She was a single mom, okay? You're going to start buying your own clothes. I'm going to give you money. You're going to go to the store, go buy your own clothes, take the train. You're going to call me before you leave. And when you get back home, you're going to call me to make sure that you're safe and you're okay at home. I was like, all right, sound good. I'm 13, by the way, taking a New York City Transit train by myself to go buy my own clothes. I have a budget. In that budget, right, I got to buy skirts, pants, and shoes. At that time, my mother was giving me like $150, and I had to figure it out. Dana had to figure it out, okay? So after I started to become the it girl, I started realizing, wow, I really love to smell good. I really love like bright colors. I really love to like make myself look pretty. Like, you know, girl. But I didn't know that's what that was at 13 years old. I had no idea, right? So one day, I remember I was like, I know I wasn't 16 years old yet, because 16 is when I had my first boyfriend. So I must have been like 14, 15. So I'm coming home one day from school, minding my business, just coming home from one day from school. I come home and my mommy's like, come, we gotta talk. I was like, my ass might be in trouble, thinking I'm in trouble. So she looks at me, she's like, you're not in trouble, we just have to talk. I said, okay, mama, what we gotta talk about? My mom goes, do you know the lady from upstairs? I said, yeah, I know the lady from upstairs. The older lady that lives up there with her son. I was like, yeah, duh, I know her. So she goes, me and her were kikiing in the yard the other day. And she asked me, she was like, hey, does Dana have a boyfriend? So my mom was like, no, she doesn't have a boyfriend. She's too young. And I told her she can't have a boyfriend until she's 16 years old. So the lady was like, oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to bring something to your attention. This is them talking to each other about me, right? I just wanted to bring this to your attention. My son has a little crush on Dana. That nigga must have been like at least 4 years older than me, right? Because he already had a kid. And I remember meeting his daughter because they were all living upstairs from me, right? Penthouse. And me and my mom had the first and second floor, and they were on the third and the fourth floor. So I remember he would bring his daughter with him if he had her that weekend. Whatever. So, so at that time, like, mommy goes, anyway, go back to the story, right? So mommy goes, yeah, the lady was like, well, she wanted to tell me something. She's like, this is the lady talking from upstairs. Well, I just wanted to let you know, like, my son has a little crush on Dana, and he just wanted to know, like, you know, if there was a chance. Mind you, my mother just told her Dana can't have a boyfriend until she's 16. So my mom was like, well, to be honest, I don't think Dana is, like, interested in dating right now. And she's like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but she was like, my daughter, I watch her, she's more into, like, doing her hair or painting her own nails or painting her toes. And she was like, there's times when she comes to my room and all she wants to do is paint her toes or put little outfits together, and she'll come and she'll ask me, mommy, how does this look? Or, you know, she's like, I don't think Dana's really into dating. She's like, I know my daughter, if she was into, like, boys right now, I would see it. But she's, like, so into herself. Like, she was like, and if you look on her dresser is full of perfumes, full of body sprays that she goes and she buys from Rainbow. What did I know? I didn't know anything about. I was just like, I love to smell good. Like, I was very into myself, right? So the lady goes, oh, so she's into herself. My mom goes, yeah, you know, she's a kid. You know, she's just going through the phase of loving herself. And, you know, that's fine. That's okay. Like, that's not a big deal. My mother said, guess what this lady told me right after that? I said, what did she say? My mother said, this lady said, well, somebody needs to rape her so that she can understand that life is not just all about her, so that she can be humbled. My mother said, what? So my mom said after the lady said that statement, she kind of started, like, laughing and chuckling, like, to make it seem like it was a joke. And look at my eczema. I've been eating dairy real bad. So my mother was like, what? And she said the lady started laughing, and she was like, oh, it was just a joke. And my mother was like, no, you don't joke like that about my daughter. You don't joke like that about my kid, right? So my mom was like, we got to get her out of here. So she was like, I'm going to make up an excuse to get her out of the top house. And I'm not going to have nobody talking about my kid like that. And she was like, and you keep doing what you're doing because it's irritating people. I said, okay, mommy. And she was like, And then you know when your parents get mad and they start like, well, I want to say West Indian parents, and they start like mumbling or repeating the thing that another person had said to piss them off. So she was like walking away and she was like, "Oh, tell me somebody need to rape my daughter to humble my kid. My kid don't need no humbling. Your son need to calm the hell down. That's why my kid don't want your." I was like, "Mommy, it's okay." And she's like, "No, just disrespectful. Just disrespectful." So my point of this, like, as you start to take care of yourself more and more and elevate yourself more and more, the more it's going to irritate other people. The more it's going to make them feel as though, oh, she thinks she too good. She thinks she this. She thinks she that. She need to be humble. She too into herself. I'm too into myself. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, my skin used to look so bad, right? It took me look at my skin now. It took me a long time to get my skin like this. From 13, whenever I had like zits and I used to get like teenage acne, and I used to have like stuff like pus bumps, and I was like, and then I used to have eczema on the side of my face, and it was like right here. And I used to look at my mom. My mom used to be like, "You got to figure that out. I can give you the insurance card. You can go to the doctor, see what they want to prescribe you. But you don't even know if putting steroids on your face is going to help you. So you got to figure this out." And she's like, "I'm glad that you're into yourself, because at the end of the day, who's going to take care of your skin? Look at my skin now." Right? So that's why I'm just like, take care of yourself. Don't worry about who don't like it, who don't like you, who thinks, oh, she too good for herself. She too good. She too good. No, I got to take care of me, because sis, you going to take care of me? You going to take care of me? So y'all, take care of yourself. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for taking care of you. Because no matter what you do, people are going to talk about you. No matter what you do, people are going to be like, oh, she thinks she's too good. Like, I literally help women or remind women that they actually do want to live. And I start by the mind and then ending up with their body. The mind, think about it. What would make a woman jokingly, because there's a lot of truth in jokes, jokingly say, oh, somebody needs to rape her so that she can be humbled? Sis, you about to be 70. I irritate you? Now think about it. If I was to date your son and I knew that you said this about me, we still wouldn't be on good terms. I would have to watch my back with you. Literally have to watch my back. Right? That's not what I want for myself. What would make somebody say that? What would make her say that? Her mind. Your mind. There's no way that you could look at a child and say that about a child and say that you were joking, especially somebody else's child. And you're in front of the mother of the child that you're saying this about. To me, that screams insecurities. That screams, damn, she's taking really good care of herself, better care of herself at her age than what I was doing at her age. That screams envious. That screams jealousy. That screams like, maybe if I took better care of myself when I was younger, I wouldn't be in this predicament that I'm in now. Right? Because a lot of times when people spit venom, the venom is not really to you or towards you. It's a reflection of, damn, I should have did this for myself when I was her age, but I didn't. That makes sense? So be mindful, because there's a lot of truth in jokes. When people say, oh, they're joking, just kidding, kiki, they not kidding. They really just told you the truth. And now you got to watch them. And sometimes it's better to walk away than to sit there and have to actually watch a person like around you. Like your guard will be up all the time. When your guard is up all the time, your stress levels are up. When your stress levels are up, your cortisol levels are up. Then you can't lose any weight. You got a stomach pooch. It's not worth it. You understand what I'm saying? So just be mindful. Okay. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And don't look at my lashes. I just took out my bundles of lashes on my eyes. I got these to take out. Mind your business. Bye, y'all.